Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number five of this Let's Play TEW 2016, the local to global. Of course, we're still in local. That's alright, as we're 3 shows in and we're prestige is up. We're up to 1. Momentum's at 3. We're slowly but surely making our way up there. As our next show is going to be Fun Presents Super Fight Friday. Yeah, so only Friday show of the year. I figured let's try to do like a special show. Just kind of make it important, kind of like come out to the show Friday. Special time, special day. Let's do it. We have 5,000. And I figured it's time to go after some people. So I did. And oh, there we go. So yep, Slugger Law. Alright, so yeah, I actually lost the audio from this, so I'm going in here, post-op, and gonna see if I can pick up where I started here. So here, we had signed Slugger Longball and Roger Matera, who will now be American Eagle, and Hawkeye Calhoun will now be Slugger Longball, and yeah, it was so weird. I was charging my phone, and like it came unplugged. I plugged it back in, and I had no idea, but at the time it completely cut off my microphone. So from here and here, I'm talking about the size, the importance. You need to be 11 to move up to small, and here we're at a 7. So we're almost there. A couple of shows, and we'll probably get there. But and there's the popularity, which we're at an 8. We start off at 10 somehow, and we somehow dropped in popularity, even though it says we've gained popularity every time. But that is what it is. But thank God I can just come in here, post-op, and do this commentary again. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me, as long as you guys get some great content. But now I believe we were going to jump cut to the actual contract signings of American Eagle and Slugger Longball. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. See you there. Alright, we're back. Here we are signing American Eagle, which is great. Still haven't signed Slugger Longball. We gotta wait for that. But as we change here, you'll notice in the next signing of Slugger Longball, I don't change his name. I somehow just completely forgot about it. I just didn't change it until we were booking the show, which you'll probably see. Actually, since I'm doing this now, I'll just go ahead and cut that out. But yeah, and here we're going to have American Eagle, of course, being the Native American gimmick. He's going to be an upper mid card, which is going to be great, as he's definitely going to feud right out of the gate with Cowboy Buck. And you're looking at all the stats. So he's very strong in the babyface department, well, as the hero department now. Here we go. There's that. I believe we also... Yeah, no, that's it. We're going to wait till the next day. Yeah, we're going to add him into the storyline here now. It's so weird doing this, just like redoing a commentary over your own video. So it's like doing like Mystery Science Theater 3000 to your own video. But here we go. We're off. We'll see you there. Alright, so here we are, signing Slugger Longball. He will be under a paid per appearance contract, of course, like everyone else. It is gonna be, I think he's getting paid like $250, which is one of the lowest on the show, and yeah, he's gonna be a lower mid-card guy. Honestly, and here's the thing here, is him and Clutch McCain both are gonna do the dual sport superstar. Now, of course, one of them is gonna be, they're going to be compared by the fans. So one's probably going to have a shittier gimmick than the other. Now I think Clutch, I think he's rated like good. I think as his dual sport superstar. So it's going to be hard for Slugger Longball to actually do that. I probably should have had him just be an old school babyface, but I figured that'd kind of be like cheating because we all know. I mean, just look at the man. He has a baseball for a mask, and he walks the ring with a bat and a baseball cap. Like that's it is. It is what it is. You know, you can't. I don't want to fool the audience or nothing like that. So I figured we're just gonna stick with it. Oh, it's very good actually. Yeah. So yeah, that's even better. So tall mountain to climb, and honestly, I was saying it here, even though uh, as I start to auto push everyone because I realized I have Clutch McCain being the main eventer. You'll see guys now. You probably see the way I'm booking a lot of them. A lot of them aren't gonna be like just successful stars. They probably should, but Clutch here, I just the gimmick of the race car driver, that is just not for me right now as a single star. Now he does have a tag team partner in TJ Bailey, and we might bring in TJ later on and have them team up together. I'll probably have to give TJ Bailey like a cooler name, give him something. Sparky Plug, huh? Homage to Bob Holly. But yeah, and I believe that will do it here for the main roster, as we're now up to 9 guys. You know, with 5 heroes and 4 villains. But now up next, we booked the show. Can't wait. Our 4th show, or yeah, our 4th show, Super Fight Friday. Can't wait. We'll see you guys there. All right, so here we are, and there's a locker room incident right out of the gate. The first time ever you've seen in this game. There could be many different things, but here we have Clutch McCain getting brought to wrestler's court for not shaking hands with other people on the roster. Our judge, of course, is Ozlord, and he found him guilty. And Cobra, as you see here, did the same exact thing. So, and he was found guilty as well. Here, I always forget to even do this, the locker room controls, which stuff you can do just to, many different things. At least 5 options. You can pull a rib on someone. You could publicly fire someone. You could try to like fix a relationship between people, or I think even improve it too. I'm not really sure. There's also one like if the locker room is like bad, you can just clear the air. There's many different things you can do, and we might do that in the future. I decided not to do it this episode because I figured we're such a small company now. Our locker room is almost at a 70, which is what it's needed to be no more like negativity. So we just need to sign like 1 or 2 positive influences maybe. But here we go. To start the show, figured why not just book the main event right out of the gate. It's going to be Mr. Thunder taking on Cowboy Buck Winchester. Finally, those 2 men again. They're gonna battle it out after I believe they opened up the first show, and Cowboy Buck. It's gonna be 12 minutes. He's gonna win though. He's gonna pull the tights, feet on the ropes, something like that. If I probably just feet on the ropes in all honesty, but just something very just tainted win basically at the end of the day. And take a sip of water. This is it's gonna be the main event. I don't honestly expect it to go well. It's gonna be storytelling though, as we'll find out when we run the show. Boy, oh Mr. Thunder, that's all I gotta say, Mr. Thunder. And here I'm figuring out what we should do with American Eagle. Should we have him jump the guy at the end But I figured not do that first. We'll go ahead and make the entrance for Mr. Thunder as well. But thinking for something for American Eagle to do, I decided not to do the post match beat down, like attack him to kind of like save the day, but because I figured that'd be like a heel thing to do, jump the guy after the match. So, and here, even though it's his entrance, I kind of, you could probably say I kind of cheated with this, but I made it a major angle, even though really it's just his entrance. He's ripping off the shirt, the whole nine, just basically Hulk Hogan. Uh, just to, because that's going to be the best rating on the show. Just, it is what it is. I need to probably figure out some guys that have good entertainment skills or good minute skills as well. So I decided just have him come out here after the match. You know, Cowboy Buck's trying to like, thank God, you know, I survived another day with Mr. Thunder, and he's just gonna challenge him out. Gonna challenge Cowboy Buck to our next show, which don't know what the name's gonna be yet, but whatever it's gonna be. And I believe we had Cowboy Buck get right on over this. We do, which is probably a huge mistake. If that's just any key out there to anybody, if you are watching this and you figured, I want to play some TEW myself, and you want to do something like this, whatever you do not book people based on overness on your local shows, because it's going to tank. You know, do entertainment, do menace, do anything. Selling if he's getting beat up. Not anything but overness, for the love of God. You will thank me later. As we have, that's gonna close out the show, and figured, you know, what to book next. Figured just a good old tag team match. Why not? And our new team, well, really not the new team as they've teamed up before, but officially Team Evil and Cyclops and Delirium, and they're going to take on Clutch McCain in the debuting Slugger Longball, who I've forgot to change. Of course, you'll see me after I book the promo, realizing, trying to look for him. Be like, oh, where's he at? But, and honestly, you'll see coming up that I don't book the Amazing Fire Dragon, which probably was a bad idea because I think he's going to be a huge star for us. But just kind of figuring out who he should go up against. Because he's went up against Cobra. We had him lose. And he's beaten Cyclops. I don't think he's beaten Delirium. I could be wrong on that. But just kind of guys that kind of luchador cruiserweight style. But now, and this is going to be a comedy match. And I believe Slugger Longball is going to get the pin. I actually didn't even see it. But I'm assuming Slugger Longball is going to get the win. And there's the promo, kind of the debut Slugger Longball with Clutch McCain. Which, yeah, I actually figured it would be worse than it was. But it actually wasn't. So, for some reason, I couldn't find it. I sorted by like two, and I was like, where the hell is just a regular tag team? There it is. Found it finally. Bring it together. And also, I probably should give someone, I don't know who yet, someone just like 8 minutes of promo, just to see how they do. And finally, there it is. Slugger Longball. Slugger. We add it in. Then our final thing that we're going to add will be the singles match between Aerostar and Cobra, two basically two men who have never been pinned or submitted, because Cobra lost in that tag match with Cowboy Buck, but I'm pretty sure he didn't like get the pin. But two guys, you know, probably what I was thinking would be the future of the company as kind of a main star, but as you see here, Aerostar sales have been pinned, and Cobra, as we see in the record, is 2-1, with his highest rating being on 23. Basically, he's just been 20s. Standard, that's what he's going to get. He's not going to get anything higher than a 25, probably. But, and it went probably a little too long, as it was, I think it was 18 minutes, which was way too long. Way too long. But, as the finish, I figured I don't want to have someone lose, even though it's like a big night, Super Fight Friday. I chickened out and was like, let's just do a draw, double count out, keeps both guys clean. Like the spot could be like a superplex from the top to the floor, just something like that. And looking back, hindsight being 2020, I definitely would not have done that match. Because as you see, as we run the show, our fourth show, Super Fight Friday, that was probably a big mistake. But you live and you learn. That's the one thing about these local to global series, is I learned from the first event for not making Mr. Thunder come out with his entrance as menace, or even entertainment would have been better than overness, which got a 0. And is it the Delirium Cyclops teaming, I figured might as well just make them a team. They were already, I threw them together, a couple of times as a tag team. Figured might as well just make it official so they can draw some interest. I'm waiting for probably the show in July or August to book our first champions. Well, it'll probably be the Bust Buddies champion. As here we see the promo, 22, and Slugger Longball, his rating was, I believe, poor. Yeah, that's what it was. Poor. And the tag match was an 18. No one could do comedy. Basically, I think Slugger Longball had the best performance in the comedy match. That's kind of a thing I probably need to just search through the short list off screen and just find. Because, to book a fun, family friendly show, you have to book 2 matches, storytelling and a comedy match. And there we see the just disaster of Aerostar and Cobra 17. Ugh. And that's why I was like, yeah, I probably went on too long to begin with. Plus, Cobra shortened. And there's the angle of the night for Mr. Thunder, 57. There's the match. It's 25, probably the best match on the card. And American Eagle. Because of overness, if I would have switched it to maybe entertainment with Cowboy Buck, probably would have got like a 20, probably even higher. But that will do it for Super Fight Friday. We had 72 people at the Simmons Center. And, yes, sorry about the audio goof up. I don't even know kind of what happened, because as I was cutting through the show, trimming it down, I realized that the phone problem happened like later on. And there we see the rating, 24. We gained popularity though, but storylines, or we need to have 2 storylines above 21. I think we only have 1, if I checked after the show. And funny enough, I didn't pick Mr. Thunder, even though he had the best rating on the show. I guess it's kind of cheating because he's just doing it for menace. But as I was saying, the audio mix-up, guess it was bound to happen, maybe something bad. But luckily, I checked to make sure that I always check, see if the audio files are good and all that. But this wasn't, and I had to come in, post-op, and do it. And little Mystery Science Theater 3000 for it. Hopefully I don't have to do this again, because I kind of felt like when it's doing it live, it's better, because you're seeing my genuine reaction. Instead, now I know what's gonna happen. It's not as fun, But I figured this was better than just sitting it out with literally 2 minutes of audio. And uh, see, we got an email, but it was nothing important. I think it was like Mayhem Madness is retiring. But that will do it for episode number 5 of this Let's Play for the second time, as you guys won't see the effort the first time around, but that's no big deal. Probably won't do episode 6 tomorrow because of the NXT show. You'll definitely see it Thursday or Friday. We'll see you there.